right, we're doing it. Headed up to Vermont. Really didn't think this was going to happen this year with the pandemic and all. But we're going to keep it super safe. If I see any crowds or anyone, any locations, we're going to bounce. We're staying out in the middle of nowhere, further from the action than I normally would. Colors this year are going off, but peak came about a week to 2 weeks earlier than normal, so gonna be a little weird. We're getting up there. It's the October 7th today, my anniversary. Happy anniversary, Sarah. Headed to Vermont. We're all going, so it's good. But we it's gonna be weird. New England's in a drought, so it's pushed the colors out early this year. But right now I'm checking out this. There's a flock of wild turkey in my front yard. See if you can see that. It's but anyway, we're gonna head up there, see what we can do, see what we can catch. Looking forward to it. Weather should be perfect. For me, it's just being safe and not spreading this awful virus. So we're gonna play it super safe. That's all I can say. No photo is worth getting COVID for. All right, I will see you guys on the other side. All right, yep. First morning in Vermont. So we got up here yesterday. Last night, the wind just kicked up something awful. Storm pushed through, and the lighting it wasn't great this morning. So I've been out just shooting some typical New England vignettes. Found this great, looks like an abandoned church over there, and with this awesome cemetery, real Tim Burton-esque type stuff. Anyway, here I am. I got some good stuff. No game changers, but I'll show you what we got. All right. Oh, also I'm shooting on a single camera. Little weird not being able to actually shoot the camera that I'm shooting. But we'll get through it. My goal this trip was to keep it simple. I haven't been out shooting, dealing with COVID and being now homeschooling and all that. I've let my artistic muscles kind of atrophy, and it's okay. I'm back in it now. These things, there's muscle memory there, but it takes a little bit to work it out again. It's gonna be good. Gonna take you guys on a good trip. All right. Wouldn't be Vermont if I wasn't out shooting some covered bridges. Showed up here. We're up north in Montgomery, Vermont. The Hutchins Bridge. Gonna see what I can get here. There's still a little bit of color on the trees around, so we should be able to get a nice fall photo. Water's running pretty strong, so we'll see what we can do with our exposure times. But overall a pretty nice morning. I got up a little late, so I missed the big pink show on the clouds. But gotta be honest, sometimes that's a lot to deal with. It's a lot of color, and I tend to shy away now from the oversaturated sunrises and sunsets, and I don't mean in post, but I have a lot of those photos, and I feel they're hard to differentiate after a while. So I try to challenge myself and find something a little less pungent on the spectrum. Anyway, we're gonna shoot this, see what we can get. Hopefully, well, I'm sure we're gonna get something. This is just absolutely beautiful. All right. Well, I'll show you how this all works out. Is that all I filmed up in Vermont? You gotta be kidding me. Yeah. Well, yeah, there were a couple things that were that I messed up. You know, the big thing was I brought one camera to do my photography and video. And the idea behind that was I wanted to simplify my workload. And I thought I would be more efficient by simplifying and, you know, having less choices to make. So I brought one rig and I was gonna do my photos and my video with it. The problem is I set up my shots and I wait around for lighting and things like that, and you know, to get my photography. And when I'm waiting around, that's when I'm filming, and that's when my mind is like on the video side of it. So I had all this downtime, but not with something to do. And then what happens is after that, you know, I get the shot and I've kind of lost the passion of and where my head was in taking the shot. So that was kind of, you know, live and learn. That didn't work. So next time I won't be doing that. Another thing that got me was, you know, I'm just in creative atrophy. You know, with pandemic and everything, I haven't been out shooting. You know, typically, you know, this time of year, I've probably shot off, you know, 150,000 frames or something. This year, you know, I've been at home, I've been homeschooling, and I just have not been out shooting. It just hasn't happened. I think I've shot 8,000 photos this year. You know, and it's November, so that's very bizarre for me. So I think there was creative atrophy that, you know, I was really just getting back into, you know, what I should be doing and how this works. And then the third thing was the pandemic. You know, there was a lot of stuff on my mind. You know, traveling, I wasn't super psyched about traveling, and there are a lot of considerations. Okay, like, we know where we're gonna stay, we're gonna be out in nowhere, you know, the house is clean, nobody's been in it for 14 days, all this, and then, but then you gotta like, oh, well, we gotta get food, you know, where are we gonna eat? Are we gonna do takeout while we're up there? You know, what are the considerations in another state? You know, how are we being considerate to the locals there and making sure, you know, God forbid if we did have it, which we didn't and we don't, and we've tested and all that, but if we did, you know, we don't want to spread it there. Like, that's just not being responsible. So, you know, those are kind of the three things that really got me. But moving ahead, you know, I did take a lot of photos, and I think the best thing right now is to share those with you guys. I'm pretty psyched with being back in this. You know, you know, you don't do something for a long time and then you get back into it, and it's, there's a lot of excitement. It's like, oh, I remember how to do it. I remember how I used to do this. So that's where I'm at right now. Looking forward to the next video. But for now, hey, take a look at some of the photos that I shot, and the next one's gonna be better. That's all I can ask for. Every video, every photo I take, as long as the next one's better, I'm psyched. All right, so until the next one, see ya.